Roger that. I'm sure it's going to keep on keeping on. It's 15 years. I'm not sure what the week number is, but yeah, this has been going on for quite a long time. John Sims started up years and years ago, and over the last 3 years, Chuck has been manning the helm. So, yeah, thanks, John. With no further ado, we'll send it back to Net Control. Chuck, John has checked into the net quite a while ago, but yeah, he's just spun the dial and heard us in here, so throwing in the bean in the pot there. Go ahead, Chuck.
All right, very good, Mac. Well, yeah, thank you for the relay. And yeah, the call sign did sound familiar, so it's been a while. And so thanks for checking in, John. I'm not sure if you can hear me at all, but due to the smoke particles in the air, it is likely causing our signals to be absorbed rather than bounce off the ionosphere. And so that may be a little bit troublesome tonight for some faraway stations. But by the way, where is Empire, this Empire place there? Mac, do you know?
Empire Corners. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's a better question for Wade, because I'm thinking that it's out towards Brantford, but it's a little fuzzy right now. VA3NCA, you got a copy?
Dunville, number 3.
Oh, okay. There you go. Look at that. Thanks, Wade. Dunville. There you go.
6 and 3, yeah.
All right. Very good. Okay, then. All right. Well, thank you, Kevin. So we'll put Kevin in tonight. What call are we using tonight, Kevin?
Oh, I didn't want to check in. I was just being informative.
Okay. Well, we do take informative check-ins too. So regardless, I heard. Well, I didn't hear your call, but I heard your voice. We'll log it. We'll cheat tonight and put you in the log, anyways. KKP. All right. Well, thank you, Mac, and Kevin, and John. Much appreciate the check-in. And so, if there's nothing else, we'll move along to Wade.
No, that's good, Chuck. No, I'm checking in. Checking in with Chuck. VE3KKC.
Or VE3 Informative Band Unit.
Anyway, there I am. Carry on, Chuck. I'll be back I'll be hanging around. VE3KKC.
Okay, very good. And I also noticed Bill is checking in with us through YouTube tonight. Good evening, Bill, and everyone listening. VE3IUK. We will put you in the log. Thank you for checking in, Bill. Hopefully my feed doesn't give out like it did earlier. Like I said, I'm just sitting here talking, and all of a sudden the USB disconnected. So we'll hope for the best as the night goes on. Okay, let's bring in Wade, VA3, November, Charlie, Alpha. Come on in, Wade.
Good evening, Chuck, and good evening all on net. Empire Corners. It's not quite as far as Dunville. It's in that area. It's sort of north of Cayuga there, but that's kind of descriptive of Dunville. The only reason I know that is actually because I have a guy who I tend to bring my car to for repairs, and tomorrow night, out of a complete coincidence, tomorrow night I'm going to go have to see him to have the front end brakes done on them. It's that time, and so I'm off to go see my buddy Frank, who has a lift in his garage and is set up to do all this stuff. So so I will actually be at Empire Corners tomorrow evening after work. So anyways, I don't know exactly where the last station or the previous to last station is, but I'll be within your vicinity about this time tomorrow. So anyhow, other than that, it was a work from work day today for me, so no radio until now. I got home just a little while ago and had to make sure I got on the air for the AREG and check-ins with Chuck. So glad I made it. And yeah, other than that, not really anything exciting because, as I said before, it was work from work day. But yeah, thick with smoke all on campus today. You could see the haze across it. So I was glad to be mostly indoors. I had to travel between a handful of buildings throughout the day, and yeah, it was smoky. And I guess more is coming, but hopefully that'll sort itself out with a little rain and some time, and we'll get back to fresher air. Anyways, with that, I'll send it back to you, Chuck, and I'll listen along via 3NCA. Back to you, Chuck.
Yeah, absolutely there, Wade. I know this morning I just opened up the back door to the house or the front door, I forget which, and right away I could smell it. So if you can smell it, it's in the air. You may not be able to see these particles, but they're, you know, look for something that's normally clean and then put your finger across it. See how that is. Like I mentioned earlier there, I got to wash my, not wash, but I wipe down my mailbox about once every 2 weeks or 1 week or 2 weeks. And it's covered in black soot by then. So, yeah, that reminds me, I have to power wash the front of the house, get all that crap that's stuck to the siding there. And yeah, make the house look fresh for the summer. And so, yeah, people still going out for walks. They're not realizing that they're breathing in this smoke, and there's carcinogens that cause cancer, cancer-causing carcinogens within these smoke particles that you're breathing in. So you don't even know it, but you think you're going out for a walk. Oh, it's not bad. Well, I hate to tell you, it's bad. They're talking about it all over the world on the news, saying how bad the air quality is. Actually, it says it's the worst in Canadian history. So not good. I take precautions. I just looked outside on my security camera. There's a guy walking his toddler. Can't be more than a year or so old. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for a few days. Just stay in, and then it'll clear up. But yeah. Anyways, thanks for checking in, Wade. Work from work day today. I have no idea either how the HF conditions are going to be, but like I said, depending what band you may have more success on than others because those smoke particles will affect your signal. Uh, anyways, maybe it's not thick enough yet to hurt conditions, but tomorrow for sure. By sunrise, it's a big black cloud there on the firesmoke.ca website. You can go there and check on the forecast, and it'll show you when that big black, the scale goes up to 250 parts per million, and that black, dark brown spot that's coming over us is going to be 250 and up, right off the scale. So keep that in mind. The scale only goes to 250. So, anyhow, anything else there, Wade?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'll listen along for the rest of the net. I'll be here for the duration, for sure. Yeah, about the conditions there before, as I said, I was going into work, so I rode the bike in the morning, and it was fresh at the time, and I felt fine. Then I started getting worried if it wasn't going to clear up about the ride home, because as you say, you don't really want to be breathing that stuff in. It did clear quite a bit by the time I was ready to head out, and I just took it easy, and no sense in breathing all that smoke in and exercising. So just a nice, easy ride home, and the air by that point was a little bit fresher, so I guess it comes and goes. But tomorrow, work from home day, and it will definitely be an indoor day most of the day because nobody needs that nonsense. So that's it for me this round, Chuck. So I'll send it back to you to pick up a few more via 3NCA. Back to net control.
Okay, very good, Wade. Yeah, you got to be careful and do what you have to do. Oh yeah, it's garbage night. All right, so thank you for that, Wade, and we'll check back with you in a little bit. For now, let's see who else is out there would like to check in with us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. We also stream the net live on YouTube. Just put in my call, that's VA3CJZ, into the YouTube search box and look for us live there. You can join us there and say hello and listen along. For now, who would like to check in to the AREG net? Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Lima, Bravo, India.
Hey, good evening, Victor Echo 3, Lima, Bravo, India. Did you just double key?
Not that I know of.
Okay, well, I wasn't looking at my radio and I heard someone key up with no audio there and then you keyed up. So are there any other people wishing to check in? Please come now. Yeah, that's just a full strength signal with no audio. Anyways, VE3LBI, come on in.
Yep, no, it wasn't me. I just saw it too. So, anyways, yeah, just let me see. What day was today? Grandson was over. We picked him up obviously from daycare this afternoon, and he was here for supper till the daughter comes in, picks him up around 7 or shortly after.
Oh yeah, how old now?
Just 3 plus, but he's quite the goer. He likes to do things.
Wow, they grow fast, eh? 3 plus already. Wow. Just seems like it was only a year ago I heard the news.
Oh yeah, don't take long, that's for sure. So other than that, son-in-law's up in Kingston, working up there. He sent a couple of pictures back of the sky, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
completely red with the smoke in it. It's actually picking up the pigments and causing it to turn red. So it was quite an interesting picture to see.
Yes, that's right. I did hear about the Kingston Belleville area being quite thick over there. And yes, you're right. The part of this light spectrum that is red is more likely to be seen because of all the particles in the with the smoke there. So yeah, like I said earlier, tomorrow morning at sunrise there's a big black cloud showing up on the smoke fire or fire smoke website. You can check it out and just Google fire smoke or smoke fire, and it'll show you the forecast. And Hamilton is going to get hit tomorrow pretty hard.
Yeah, it's called fire and smoke. Yeah, it's hard to say. If we get any type of changing in the prevailing winds, then it'll change away. I noticed this afternoon it actually cleared up a bit, and you were able to see the clouds in the sky, and it wasn't quite as bad. Now I don't know what it was like downtown, but up here in the mountain or the hill, it was a little bit clearer this afternoon for quite a while.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what Wade was just saying there. But I don't know what it's like downtown because I don't live downtown. I live east of downtown, so I didn't really go outside. Just like I opened up the door this morning, could smell campfire, and then I just closed the door. That was it.
Yeah, we went for a walk this morning over by the mountain brow over there. Took a walk over there, parked the vehicle, and then took a walk along the brow.
Yeah, well, I have breathing conditions, so not healthy for me to be going out. People don't see these smoke particles, but you're breathing them in. If you can smell that in the air when you go out, it just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. So I would not recommend walking. But some people are stubborn and they say they're fine, so they'll just pay for it later. That's all.
Yeah, no, like I said, it wasn't that bad this morning. Well, I noticed downtown, I could see it all out the whole downtown area was all covered with like a blanket. And we actually took a drive down there yesterday to see how thick it was. When you get downtown, I must have been hanging over top of everything because when you get downtown, it wasn't that thick. You could see like this fog. But like I said, when we got down there, we actually went down to Gage Park, and it was clear down there. I mean, obviously there's still that smoke, but it it wasn't on the ground or anything hanging. It was just in the sky.
Yeah, it's in the sky, but it's also falling. Like I said, you don't see it. So yeah, I'd rather take extra precaution. All right, Larry. Anything exciting radio related?
Nope, nothing really. Nothing too much really radio related. That's about it. Nope, nothing really happening. Still playing Pout, obviously, but nothing too exciting.
So who won the plaques? Anybody familiar? Do you know?
Oh, they have to wait till they're all in, and then plus they have to actually go through and see who actually will win them. It'd probably be another couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, that long, eh? Wow. Okay. Oh yeah, there's people all over the world doing it, so there's probably a large number. Uh, Quite the large numbers. I noticed it took a couple of days before anything showed up on the hunter log and that there. So some of them went through, some of them took a bit longer. So yeah, all right, very good. Well, thanks for checking in, Larry. Much appreciated, sir. And anything else before we carry on?
Nope, that's it, Chuck. Nope, there you go. Carry on. See who else is out there to join up.
All right, very good. So we'll clear with VE3LBI and see if anyone else is out there would like to check in with us here on the weekly AREG. Started almost 30 years ago by John Sims, VE3JSU. And I, Mac, if you're listening, this July, it will be my 5-year anniversary of taking over for John for the AREG net, because we moved in here Christmas 5 years ago, and that same first summer is when I started when John left for Manitouage. Let's hope he's not involved in any of the fires out in northwestern Ontario. We wish him well. I haven't heard from him in a while, so we'll have to make his phone ring and see how he's doing. With that, this is VA3CJZ looking for check-ins for this week's AREG. Please come now.
VA3OYL.
Debbie, VA3, obey your leader. Come on in, Deb.
Good evening, Chuck, and all on frequency. The no audio was me. I tried hooking up my desk mic to the 857, but it keyed up, but no audio, so I quickly disconnected it. Stayed inside today, went for a little walk just to get the dog to do his business, and it was short and came right back. The dog had a groom today, and I'm trying to figure out how to get this 857 working on digital. So I have a Signal Link box, but I can't remember how to get it working.
Yeah. When it's been a while, you forget. Yeah, well, go online, download the manuals for what you need, and go from there. That's what I do, because I've got a couple of different radios here, and I don't remember every single feature, how to get to and change on the fly type thing. So yeah, I keep the manuals, the online manuals, there in my documents folder.
Yeah, and some of the radio, like my Kenwood, I wrote it all down. So if I do go away from it for a while, I just have to look at it, and I have it step by step what I have to do and what setting I need, and so that's good. But I never did it with the 857. The 857 I used to use with Ham Radio Deluxe, but I never used it for FT8. So yeah, so I'm getting it, trying to get it to work with new software, and I'm trying to remember how I got it all working with the box. So anyway, those are my woes.
Yeah, won't take you long. You'll get it. And you'll be back in business. So, have you used your radio much since last week when we spoke with you? Just uh, putting it back online.
A little bit. It's great. It's working fine. I didn't get on the weekend. I had a migraine, so I wasn't able to partake in any of the events going on. But I'm on it now, and I'm enjoying having it back in the shack.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Oh, very good. Well, I'm happy for you. Um, uh, and then I'm gonna wish you good luck getting your signal link working. And yeah, there's a bunch of contests coming up this weekend. You might be interested in there. I was going to make an announcement on that. They're coming up.
Oh, well, I will definitely listen along.
All right, very good then, Deb. Thanks for checking in. And let's see if we got anyone else would like to check into the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3 CJZ. Anyone, anywhere with a license, please come now. All right, so we're at contestcalendar.com, and we'll start with the first contest called the VK Shires contest, and that's from Australia. And for sideband CW, and the bands are 10, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. VK is the prefix for Australia. So there you go. That's the first one. Next one is the Asia Pacific Sprint, and that's for sideband only for 15 and 20 meters. Next, we have a CW contest called the SKCC Weekend Sprintathon for CW, and that goes for the bands 6 meter, 10, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. Next, we got Portugal Day. I'm surprised I didn't get an email from them. I usually do once a year. Or is it the Polish ones? Yeah, it might be the Poland one. Yeah. So this one is called Portugal Day Contest, and that's for sideband and CW for 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, and 80. And then that brings us to the AGCW VHF UHF contest, and that's strictly for Europe. And it says here CW, but for 2 meters and 70 centimeters. That's interesting. All right, what's the next one? The GACW. Oh my God, lots of letters there. Where are we? GACW and then WWSA CWDX contest. So that's another CW contest. Then we have a 6 meter only contest. That's called the REF space Delta Delta Fox Mike. So DDFM 6 meter contest. And that's for FM, sideband, and CW. The geographic focus is France, and participation is worldwide. And then we have our own June VHF contest, and that's for 50 megahertz and up. So there you go, all modes. And that'll be, let's see now, that'll be at 1800 Zulu, which is 2 p.m. On Saturday until 11 p.m. Sunday evening. Thank VE3RWJ for that information earlier. Let's see. 4 states QRP group. Did I time out? All right. The 4 states QRP group, second Sunday sprint. All right. So I think that's pretty much it after the June VHF contest. So for anyone who wants any more information, just go to contestcalendar.com and you can get all the information there. Silly rabbit. All right. Is anyone else getting this signal at full strength over here at the Center Mall? That's quite unfortunate. Well, that's quite unfortunate, because a lot of people do want to listen to the net. And if you don't like it, you can just switch the channel or the frequency to another frequency. There's no need to be interrupting the net. We would appreciate if we could continue on without such interruptions. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie, Juliet, Zulu. Are there any new check-ins for this evening's Amateur Radio Exchange Group? Please come now.
Break.
Go ahead.
Yeah, while this was all going on, Art let us know that he was hitting the big red button, so he passed along his best greetings for the evening, and thanks for hosting the net and all the rest of that good stuff, Chuck. So, yeah, Art's headed off to bed, and hopefully he gets a good night's rest. And yes, Chuck, absolutely. I share your sentiments exactly. We are interested in sharing some information and not having people interrupt it. So I'm in full support of whatever you want to do there, Chuck. And I'm here to support that from the hill. Victor Alpha 3, India, Mike Whiskey. Back to you, Chuck.
All right, very good. Thank you for that. Relay with Art. Art, if you can hear me, thanks for checking in and have a good night. And so with that, let's go check in on number 2 on my list, VA3VJC. Richard, are you there?
Oh, it sure is, Bob. Am I making it through the chicken band carrier? Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. Got you here at an S9 Plus. So about 10 over S9. So good job tonight. Whereabouts are you?
I'm across the road because they got the street cleaner cones put up, and I changed to my Hustler 5.8 antenna.
Oh, okay. Yeah, very good. Well, like I said, that's a really good signal, 10 over S9. Slight bit of crackling, but nonetheless, I can hear everything you're saying there. So, so they got you on some new meds, you said?
Well, they got me on a split med antibiotic, and they given me 10 days supply of potassium. I told them I was doing with my water fill today, because I was trying to do this radio work, and my hands would cramp up and being useless. So, okay, fine, I won't take them for a couple of days. But next thing you know, my legs are getting bigger. I didn't notice it. It creeps up slowly on me. And then it just caught up to me, and the right calf just went balloon, and then it started to weak. So I went over to Allen General, and I told them it, and they said, stay on your diuretics no matter what, and work on your electrolytes. And they gave me 2 advice for electrolytes, like potassium, magnesium, and what's the other one? A bunch of other, what's in the actual like electrolyte formula. I gotta go look it up and work on that.
Yeah. Well, geez, that's unfortunate. I know you've been having the leg issues for some time now. So you'd think, I'm going through the same thing,